entitled "Stepmother Thinks My Daughter Is Hers" and threatened to call CPS for stealing her baby because we're moving away to be far from her. There were occasional problems, such as the fact that she wanted to be mentioned as a mother in the wedding invitations, or when she tried to adopt my niece after my sister-in-law's death, declaring that my brother was unable to raise his daughter. Then, she started posting photos of my ultrasounds and baby clothes with captions like "looking forward to my baby's arrival," or "at last entering the journey of motherhood." I scolded her for trying to pretend like my baby was hers, and for posting all those pictures without my permission. I demanded she delete the posts. Her and my father moved to my state and the physical harassment began. She came by my house several times a day to check me, fight with me about what I ate, and set up a complete nursery in her house, telling me that the baby would need to spend the first few days with someone more experienced to take care of him. When we found out it was a girl, she immediately started saying that finally her Christina would come, and how her dream would finally come true. She fully believed this baby was hers, and no amount of telling her that it wasn't was going to solve her delusion. I immediately denied that this would be my daughter's name, and made it clear that she would not be a mother figure to my baby. My stepmother then reminded me that a lot can happen during childbirth, so it was better that my husband and I understood that she and my father were prepared for any eventuality. She tried to guilt-trip me by saying I couldn't possibly be so cruel to deny her the closest thing she'd ever have to a daughter, since I didn't accept being her daughter. After many comments from her, my husband and I decided to take some action in case she tried something. And now, 3 months after my baby was born, my father refuses to visit his granddaughter, even though we live close together, as I don't allow his wife to play mother and daughter with her. I understand that she has frustrated maternal instincts, but my daughter is not her replacement baby. I've realized that my father will never protect his children, especially if it means putting limits on my stepmother. But the straw that broke the camel's back was what happened this morning. My stepmother was in tears at our gate, screaming and begging for my forgiveness, claiming that all she wanted was love, happiness, and that I have no right to deny anything so small to her. First, we politely asked her to leave, but she wouldn't budge and said we couldn't deny her daughter. I was shocked. I told her she was my daughter and that only made her cry harder. After threatening to call the police, my father finally came and took his wife home. I called my stepfather afterwards to come pick me up because I couldn't handle much more of this. We've packed a few essentials, and the 3 of us will be staying at my mom's house for now. We are also in contact with our attorney, who will refer us to someone who specializes in family status, and we will seek to get a restraining order under our old address. We blocked my dad and stepmother from phones and social media. Unfortunately, this only made the situation worse. My stepmother began to speak ill of me to anyone who would listen about us not letting her visit our daughter, and how we're being cruel when she's only trying to help. Luckily, people were able to see her insanity, and she ended up losing a lot of important people. We're now moving to a more secure place and farther away from her. 5 days ago, my stepmother said that stealing her baby would not go unpunished. She would show to everyone that the 2 of us weren't good parents, and we needed to be prepared for when that happened because she wouldn't give up her baby. The fact that my father did nothing to stop this episode ended up sealing the end of our relationship. I completely cut off contact with my father, and my brothers did the same.